Welcome back. Steve Berthew, Bob Brenly, Todd Walsh, Mark Grace along the way. Here's Jonathan Loaisiga on to start the 7th inning. 40 appearances for Loaisiga. Last 12 in a row have been scoreless, including late Friday and Sunday in that sweep at Dodger Stadium last weekend. Jose Fermin will lead it off for St. Louis. D-backs about hit the Cardinals 8-6. They lead it 5-2. Fermin, the third baseman, 0 for 2. Loaisiga's just been pumping him in there. Upper 90 sinkers, change-ups, curveballs. He's been very good lately. 31-year-old right-hander, now a Diamondback after 8 seasons with the Yankees. There's a good example. He's not messing around here.
That is a wicked sinker, starting just off the outside corner and tailing back into the strike zone.
And when he wants chase against the right-hand batters, this is where you might see a curveball in 0-2. He tried it there.
That's a good spot for it, too. You don't want to make a mistake with a curveball on an 0-2 count and hang it up over the middle of the plate where the guy's already defensive at the plate, just trying to put it in play.
Speaking of defensive, just takes a little hack at that 2-strike curveball. Catcher Pedro Paez is scheduled up next, but only Marmol going to run a pinch hitter out there. Rookie Brian Torres, a left-hand bat, is in the on-deck circle. He would hit for Paez.
And we talked about it earlier. Paez is the better defensive catcher of the 3 that the Cardinals feature, but doesn't hit much.
And Torres, a 29-year-old rookie, finally getting his first big league opportunity. Is set to pinch hit. It's still 1-2 on Jose Fermin. Diamondbacks offense was rolling against Dustin May. They scored in 3 consecutive innings, but things have gone quiet offensively, and the Cardinals have scratched their way back into this thing just a bit. And Fermin really making Loaisiga work here as we start off the 7th. Now the 3-2 pitch.
One thing, this Cardinals team is really good at hitting foul balls.
They seem to be, yeah.
Holy cow.
Keeping those at bats alive.
Yeah.
Ollie Marmol's club 6 over 500. Holding on for the moment to that final wild card spot. Fermin wants time, didn't get it. And the sinker ran in. He didn't offer, says Tyler Jones. Fermin was frantically signaling for timeout. Brian Walsh didn't grant it, but he ends up with a leadoff walk anyway. Right here, time. Walsh didn't see it.
Wow.
That's the first walk issued by a Diamondback pitcher today.
I mean, we saw a late request by, was it Perdomo earlier in the game against Dustin May.
Dear. He slams it deep to center. Waldschmidt to the warning track. One away in the 7th. Well, it's time to purchase this. Oh boy, Weatherholt just squirted it by Arenado. There was a lot of room over there. Kind of a heads-up play there by Weatherholt, who's got a second hit and a big smile on his face. A little sneaky right there, sneak attack.
And that sinker working its way away from Weatherholt that time. He just slaps it past Arenado at third base. It was playing in to protect against a possible bunt. Just can't make it.
A rocket off the bat out for the All-Star Ivan Herrera.
Herrera's bounced into 13 double plays this year, leading the Cardinals. I'd like to see him pound one of those sinkers in the ground right at Jerry.
Remember, Herrera gets hit by pitches more than any other player in the game. You try to run that sinker in there, you might get him. He's been plunked 24 times this year, the most in the majors. Just pumping it in there at 98. 1-2. Looking for that ground ball. Burleson on deck. There's a look from our dirt cam at Jose Fermin. He's at second base. J.J. Weatherholtz good speed at first. 1-2 on Ivan Herrera. Got him.
Yeah.
He's stuck with that sinker. Let's see if they want to go to Garcia here. Looks like Torrey's going to make his way up the steps. And they'll go for that same Garcia-Burleson matchup that worked in the Diamondbacks' favor last night. Loaisiga gets 2 outs, responsible for 2 base runners. And Brandon Garcia, the left-hander's on his way in. We're back in a moment on D-backs TV.